sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging in the scene with a gangster lean, gangster white wall, TV antennas in the back. You may not have a car at all, but remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gangster lean. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gangster lean. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gangster lean. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, gangster white walls, TV antennas in the back. You may not have a car at all, but remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gangster lean. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gangster lean.
What's going on, family? I'm Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. Let's take a look at Thomas the Hitman Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard. Second fight, 1989, right here on the Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. Oh, what a fight that was.
Hearns, 30 years of age, and as it comes as no surprise, he's still taller than Tommy as he was 8 years ago, and coming in at 162 and a half. Now that reach and that jab, Gil Clancy, were a big factor in the early going in fight number one. Do you expect him to try and start out the same way tonight, or will he follow the accepted gospel that because maybe a questionable legs, he's going to go right after Ray?
No, I think that the last fight, Ray Leonard was bouncing around side to side, giving Tommy Hearns plenty of room to use that jab. I think this time, Tommy's going to come out like a warrior, and I think Ray's going to try to get inside and make a war out of it. I think a lot of excitement to it.
Well, in the average jabs per round, you can see things have changed for Hearns quite significantly. Against Leonard one, he threw 29, landed 14. He threw more in his last fight against James Kinchin, but landed fewer of them. So perhaps not quite the effective weapon that it has been earlier in his career.
Okay, I spoke to both fighters in the dressing room. I'm cautioning again, obey my commands at all times. If there's no question, shake hands, good luck.
No nonsense, Richard Steele, the referee. His usual very concise self, and we're ready to go. The war, Leonard, Hearns 2. Thomas Hearns, 162 and a half. Ray Leonard at 160, scheduled for 12. Tim Ryan, Gil Clancy, Marvelous, Marvin Hagler at ringside.
Okay, I spoke to both fighters in the dressing room. I'm cautioning again, obey my commands at all times. If there's no question, shake hands, good luck.
No-nonsense Richard Steele, the referee. His usual very concise self, and we're ready to go. The war, Leonard, Hearns 2. Thomas Hearns, 162.5. Ray Leonard at 160, scheduled for 12. Tim Ryan, Gil Clancy, Marvelous, Marvin Hagler at ringside. An historic boxing match about to begin. Leonard in the striped red and white trunks, waiting for Hearns in the middle of the ring in gold.
And you know, Tim, Leonard seems strangely subdued all during the introductions. Very quiet, not bouncing around too much.
First punch of the fight, a flicking jab blocked by Leonard.
Leonard is starting this fight the same way he did the first fight, side to side, moving around, which is a surprise to me.
Early chanting of Tommy from the Hearns fans, and I would say so far an even split in fan affection from what we can hear.
Being very cautious, both of them.
Any surprise in that, Mark?
No surprise at all, but I think Leonard wants to end this fight very early. Both of them, really. You can expect anything in this fight.
Leonard trying to jab up through that defense of the longer arm Hearns.
I don't understand how come Tommy's not shooting that right hand when Leonard's laying down there like that.
You know, Mom, I don't like that dragging jab when Leonard throws that jab to the body either.
Well, he's got something he's up with his sleeve for.
Good defense by Leonard on the right hand from Hearns. He blocked it. These are not the same two athletes, obviously, of 8 years ago, but they're as determined, as competitive, and won a lot of great action they've provided in the intervening years.
Just about 20 pounds heavier than they were 8 years ago.
Wild swinging left, the taller Hearns ducking under it. Right hand scored by Leonard. And Hearns says, yeah, you got me, no problem. Could develop into a problem. Hearns can be hit with right hands.
Hearns seems a little tight.
You know, Emmanuel Stewart said that's going to be the key. If Tommy can take Leonard's punch and come back.
Looping overhand right by Leonard, you just saw something he's been working on in training. Final seconds of round one. Scheduled for 12.
You know, I'm surprised to see Leonard moving around the way he is, because in the first fight, he gave away the first 5 rounds with just exactly those tactics, and then he settled down and he did much better when he fought flat-footed. That's the way I thought he'd fight the fight.
Well, we scored round one on our card for Hearns.
Well, you know what's interesting in this fight? You know, both of them go down, man. So that's what everybody's waiting for. It's no secret no more.
Both have been down, indeed. Suffering knockout defeat at the hands of Iran Barkley and Marvin Hagler, of course. Knocked down by James Kinchin in his last outing before coming on to victory late. Very close call. Leonard knocked down by Donnie Lalonde before stopping him in his last outing.
Well, starting off, you can see both of them look very slow. No hand speed like they used to have.
One of the bigger men, Marvin.
And you can see that they're throwing big power to the bodies.
There's a right to the body from Leonard.
That's where he got Hearns out in the first fight, was to the body.
Right hand try by Hearns, high over the shoulder of Leonard.
Leonard's waiting for him to try it again with the right hand so he can counter.
They look like two fencers at this point in round two, waiting to see the other thrust and then make their own parry back.
see someone push somebody off the ring and tell them good luck.
Short again from Hearns on the last right hand. Leonard missing with a while left.
You know, Leonard is depending on his punching power, Tim. He's been training that way to hurt guys with every punch.
You can see he don't use that hand speed like he had years before.
Looking to bomb you with one punch at a time, which is not the usual Ray Leonard.
He gets caught now with that type of tactics.
Now, Ray Leonard is vulnerable to an overhand right. That's what will knock Ray Leonard out or down.
Confidently as again.
The overhand right hand.
Jab raised the chin. Hearns short.
Leonard's having trouble getting by that left hand of Tommy Hearns.
He's trying to sucker Tommy in so he can throw the right hand.
Good left square.
Oh, good hook.
His best punch of the fight thus far. Final seconds, round 2.
You can see Leonard trying to use all kinds of sight. That was tough.
Leonard switches.
Leonard turns southpaw and gets caught with a right hand.
By Tommy Hearns.
Bad tactic.
Leonard's looking for the big hook though. Tommy shoots the jab.
Tommy's dropping that left jab again.
But he does it all the time, Gil. He's done it forever. I know you'd like to see him change it, but you know he won't.
And he's got hit on the chin doing it.
Yes, he has.
And you notice how slow Leonard's jab is coming out.
You notice that Ray just can't seem to reach him. He tries to
He's
throw
got to
it
get
right in.
closer. He's got to get closer.
Now is when Leonard should go to work. Right now is
Right
when he
there.
should go to work.
Short right landed inside by Hearns.
Again, this is Hearns territory where they are right now.
I can see Leonard. Oh, beautiful 1-2 thrown by Ray Leonard. He has Hearns on the rope.
Leonard after him.
Hearns needs to fight back, not cover up. He has to punch back.
Tie him up, and he does. Combination by Leonard. Rock Tommy Hearns. He's still wobbling. We're in the 5th.
He needs to fight Leonard right here and now. Leonard is wide open as he throws his punches.
And right. Hearns fires a right hand back, but he's reluctant to.
Hearns needs to fight Leonard back right
A lot
now.
of energy, Tim.
Hearns just covering up.
This will stop immediately.
And again by
If not, Hearns could go.
Hearns.
He has to fight back.
Leonard trying to find an opening.
There you go.
Fires back and misses. Now finally grabs onto Leonard.
Tim Hearns is not out of it yet.
He doesn't have to hold on. He needs to punch back.
Solid punches by Leonard.
He's aware of what's going on.
Right hand right down the pipe on another. Hearns in trouble.
Hearns has got to fight back.
He's got to punch back. You cannot hold. You cannot cover up.
Got to get him back. Fight.
Leonard is open right now.
Right now. Right now. Good
Hearns,
punches.
Hearns' legs a little shaky. Scored a right hand inside. Leonard may have tired himself.
Now he's got to turn the fight around. He's got to open up with a 1-2 and a left hook.
Under 30
It's
seconds
Thomas
left in
Hearns.
round 5. A swing
Leonard
attempt
should
at
be
the break.
penalized for
By
throwing
Leonard.
a punch after the referee has separated him. Hearns has to punch back.
Short with the right hand is Leonard.
Hearns is dropping back and dropping his hands.
Hearns trying to load up on the right after taking all of that punishment. Final seconds. Round
Continue to
5.
punch back if you're Thomas Hearns.
Jab
There you
by
go.
Leonard, not
Continue to
good
punch back.
Hearns appears arm weary and still unsteady. Into round 5.
Oh, good round. Good round.
There's that left hook of Ray Leonard. It's the same one that hurt him in the first fight. Kept waiting for him to throw that left hook and he nailed him with it. He got inside, now he's close.
Just beat him to the punch.
When he's close, that's when he can do his damage. And once he hurts you, he's a great finisher.
Right and left combination. There's the right.
Wow, hands are completely down.
Wobbling. Hearns refused to go down.
It's Thomas
landed in
Hearns.
the ropes. Leonard attacking him.
Look at what Hearns is.
surviving.
Look at what his hands are.
Emmanuel Stewart screamed at Hearns when he got back. This is what makes a great
You
fight.
gotta keep your hands up.
Rallied in the 5th and telling him obviously to accept this challenge.
And he also said that Leonard is out of gas.
You gotta fight Leonard back. There's no more holding on. There's no covering up. That's over with. This is the point in your career you have to fight back.
Punches, he's going to be in trouble.
2 good jabs by Hearns early here in the 6th. The questionable legs of Hearns will be tested now.
Leonard's breathing is real hard in this round.
Leonard looks tired right now, Tim. He's going to have to get a second win.
And that's when Hearns-
Good jab. He has to continue to jab if you're Thomas Hearns and come back with a 1-2.
You're right, Marvin. That's what they're screaming at Tommy from the corner. Get off.
By him waiting is giving Leonard time to figure out a good plan.
He is taking too long. He has to punch if you're Thomas Hearns.
There's a good left by Hearns.
Just go for it.
You hear the impact. Right hand blocked by Leonard.
Leonard is tired. Oh, good jab with Thomas Hearns. Continue to jab.
So Leonard's waiting for that jab now. He's giving Leonard time to think.
Double up on the jab.
Anytime Leonard starts moving that head around, Tommy should go to the body. Just fake.
Hearns is waiting. He's waiting too long. He has to fire back.
Punches to win the rounds. He's throwing punches to get Tommy out of there. But I think if he doesn't get him out of there, I think he's going to wind up blowing a decision because he just is not busy enough looking for the one big punch. There's that head.
Oh, beautiful left hook comeback.
Anytime Ray moves that head in front of you.
Good jab by Hearns. Good one back.
Good jab by Ray Leonard.
Both finding the range here in round 6 and not throwing them in punches.
Good jab by Ray Leonard.
33-year-old Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, beautiful jab is Thomas Hearns. Hearns needs to double up on the jab and shoot a straight right hand to the body. Come right back up with a left hook to the head. And start the process all over again.
Punch again, Tim. Mouth is wide open.
Giving Leonard time to figure out a plan. And so Leonard's going to come up with a good combination.
Leonard just missed with a right hand.
Hearns is just standing there. He's not punching back. He has to punch back.
But he's not moving his hands.
They should win the hooks right there. Tommy should throw the hook. Leonard's dropping his hands now like he ain't hurting me.
Leonard ducked under a right hand from Hearns. Takes a left on the next exchange.
Watch the fake.
I know if I was in Tommy Hearns' corner, I'd have faith in that jab and hooking to the body.
What's he doing? Why is he standing there without punching? That's when Leonard gets off.
How big a puncher is Sugar Ray Leonard now, Marvin, based on your fight?
Well, he couldn't punch me. He caught me with the best shots. Didn't really hurt me or stun me at all.
That's the end of round number 6.
I think it's because of the weight difference.
Will Stewart wants more out of his fighter. Let your hands go. Punch more. Don't let Leonard punch so much.
Well, I felt that way last round, Tim.
Hearns has the jab, and he has to throw a right hand. He has to have a fight. He has to invite Leonard into a fight in the middle of that ring, and let's have at it.
By Hearns. First exchange.
That's how that fight's supposed to go.
Then he starts flirting. He starts throwing punches.
Oh,
Hearns is standing.
beautiful hook. Follow with a right hand and a right hand to the body, left hook to the head, right hand to the head, right hand to the body. Beautiful combination is Thomas Hearns. He has to take his time and go right back to the process. Leonard is on the defense. Oh, beautiful hook. And right hand is Thomas
They
Hearns.
have him in some trouble. Hard to tell right
But
now.
he's missing a lot of punches.
Yes, he is.
And in this heat,
You gotta take your time if you're Thomas
the other
Hearns.
guy will come back.
Leonard is the older fighter.
When you miss them kind of punches. He's got to jump on him again.
Crowd came to its feet, but he did not.
Hearns should be
score
fighting
heavily.
Leonard right now.
We're in the 7th, scheduled for 12. A dramatic bout.
Tommy has Ray out where he wants him.
But he's not doing anything about it.
Sharp left from
We need short left hooks on the inside, jabs, and straight right hands. That should be the technique of Thomas Hearns right now. Body punching all day. Oh, beautiful short left hook to the head is Ray Leonard.
He ain't sit there.
Thomas Hearns has the jab as Ray Leonard just did. Ray Leonard decides to open up with a combination. Tommy Hearns bangs his hands together and he receives a right hand from Ray Leonard. He should be jabbing at this
Looks
point.
like Leonard's a little weak right now, Tim. He got moved by that right hand. It wasn't that hard a punch.
90 degrees.
Good stab to the body with the left hand is Thomas Hearns. He grabs Ray Leonard. He should shove him off after Richard Steele breaks him, and he should come right back with a 1-2. Do not allow Ray Leonard to throw punches at you without you
To
retaliating.
the body, Marvin. That'll set up
to the head, then
That'll
shoot the
set
right
up
hand.
right. That'll set up the other punches.
Body and head to the right, straight right hand.
Again,
Don't play with him.
Again,
Don't
now
play with him.
Tommy's not getting off enough right now.
Can't play with him. He's hanging in there, dropping that hand down.
Tommy is not using those hands enough.
Thomas Hearns is not taking full advantage of the opportunities that he has in front of him. Ray Leonard seems to be.
He's got his head up. That's what I said what Tommy does.
Ray is missing the combinations that he is throwing at Thomas Hearns, but the referees
Now he goes to the body and connects.
will take a close eye on Thomas Hearns, and the judges will score those combinations that are not landing on Thomas Hearns as points. Oh, Ray Leonard decides to open up on Thomas Hearns. Hearns does nothing. He has the jab, and he has to throw a right hand and a hook to come back behind him.
Tommy looks tired.
Ray Ray not punching back, and then Leonard came back well.
Eddie, check him out here, good.
If the judges remember the beginning of the round, they'd give it to Hearns.
Eddie Adiano. It's a very good cut man. That's him with the Q-tip in his mouth.
You got to get the body.
Here you have Chicky Farrell.
Go in, steal what you want, and move him around a little bit. Steal what you want and move around.
He was the trainer of Robert Allen from Washington, D.C. Now, that was a good left hand, right hand combination by Thomas Hearns. But he was reaching. He doesn't have leverage on those punches.
Points there, and there was the best punch was that right. You saw right there.
Exactly. But Hearns got a nice left hook, and I don't know why he used it more.
But you won't punch. You gotta punch. Physical fighting. Forget the boxing. Fight the man. Both bodies.
I totally agree with Emmanuel Stewart.
Now Emmanuel Stewart saying, fight the man. Physical boxing. We're into round
This is when you
three.
say to hell with it. Because Hearns been waiting on this fight
Goal, Leonard in the stripes.
since the first fight in 1981. People lost their houses when they betted on Thomas Hearns and Ray Leonard. They put up their mortgages,
He has to keep that jab going.
their 401ks,
Out where he wants
and
it.
lost it all because they believed in Thomas Hearns that much. Now Hearns is starting to jab. That's what he needs to do. He needs to come back with a right hand when Leonard goes over towards his right. When Leonard goes to his left.
Can still hurt you.
Thomas Hearns needs to drop the right hand on Leonard as Leonard moves to his left.
The oddsmakers thought the fight probably wouldn't go past 8 rounds. We're into the 8th. The so-called over and under in Las Vegas betting circles. We're in the 8th round.
Tommy can't hang on the ropes at all. He's got to stay in the center of the ring. That's the key.
He's not using his hands enough right now.
He's not even using that left hook. And Tommy loves the left hook. He's got a beautiful left hook.
Hearns boxing. You heard Stewart say at the end of the round, go out and fight him. Hearns fires back, but Leonard had the better of it.
He's got to fire back.
Well, this is what Ray
Ah.
has to do.
Come on, Tommy.
You can't fight from outside.
Beautiful left hook to the body. Thomas Hearns and a beautiful straight right hand. This is what Marvin Hagler's been asking for.
A good one right to the chin of Leonard. Didn't move him, but it was
Ah.
back from
He
Leonard.
dropped his right hand. Tommy dropped his right
Ray
hand.
Leonard comes back with a left hook, and he drops a right hand on the chin of Thomas Hearns. Hearns falls back into the ropes, and he tries to hold on. Leonard starts to open up on Thomas Hearns.
And Tommy doesn't have a leg under him right now. One good solid
Richard
punch.
still breaks him up.
Down.
And Tommy is greeted by the bell to his corner. Oh, beautiful left hook thrown by Sugar Ray Leonard.
Staggered. Tommy Hearns blocked the next two, but he was still wobbly, and there came the right.
Hearns was saved by the bell on that one.
Leonard working inside, then brought up that left. Watch for the right hand. Well, followed with the right hand after Hearns covered up. And working the Spanish telecast, Spanish-speaking telecast tonight. The WBC middleweight champion with a remarkable win over Iran Barkley. Talked about as the next opponent for the winner here.
Ray feels that he hurt him in the last round, Tim, and he's right on him. And this is where Tommy doesn't belong. On the ropes, allowing Leonard to get within punching range, which is what he's doing.
And he's not punching. Right there. Leonard's right in front of him, and he's not getting off.
Now Leonard has the distance.
Oh, that jab moved Hearns back.
Leonard's jab starting to take effect.
Well, because he's getting a little closer. Tommy's not pumping that jab anymore.
The Hearns legs don't look so good. A left to the neck from Leonard. You heard Emmanuel Stewart saying to Hearns, you've got to fight. You've got to go get him.
Tim, Leonard started to put his punches together. That's what he has to do. Get close enough. Just keep those hands moving. The big punch comes all by itself. Legs aren't there.
I don't know why he's not firing that right hand a lot more. 'Cause that's, even if he misses it, he'll pull it back a little bit. See, this one Tommy looks good when he's coming forward.
And when he's sticking that left hand
Sticking that left jab.
keeping Ray away from him. He has to move and keep him away.
Round number 10 scheduled for 12.
Tommy just shook Ray a little bit from the top of the head with that and let him go. He's letting him go. He's letting him have his way in there. Which way?
I don't know what he's waiting for. If he's not doing anything else, he should be pumping that jab.
Exactly. Ray's going to try to come over the top
jab. Pump the jab.
Hearns has got to wake up now. He's got to get that second win and start waking up and let Ray know that he's not tired.
Ray missed with a right, a short chopper backhanded by Hearns. Under a minute. Little blood.
Hearns lost this entire round.
On the cheek of Hearns.
He's trying to counter.
Right missed.
This is not
Under the left eye.
Hearns' fight during this point of his career. He's not fast enough. He needs to pump the jab and he needs to move Leonard back and drop a straight right hand and a possible left hook to the body into the head.
Get that little energy that's
That's what needs to happen. Because Ray Leonard will come over the top with the right hand. That's what Thomas Hearns is vulnerable to because he drops his jab.
Man, it's only when he slows down and allows Ray to get inside.
well, you know, Ray knows how to go the distance. And I think that's what's going to be the advantage in this fight right now.
Early part of the round, you'd have to score for Leonard, but Hearns.
Hearns should be pumping the jab. Leonard is right in front of him.
Down to 15 in round 10.
Oh, good stop by Thomas Hearns.
By Hearns, counter back to the body. Hearns misses with a right.
He's got to go forward.
Lands a left. Final seconds of the 10th as Leonard scores.
Hearns lost that round.
Round 11 upcoming. We have given Ray Leonard two cleanly, two close ones. It could be scored either way. The rest of it to Hearns, and Leonard comes charging.
Oh, Leonard is ready to go.
Now let's not out of his corner.
Let's see if Tommy allows Ray to get within punching range. It's almost like allowing him. He doesn't have to allow him. He can pump that jab.
Look at low blow. He should start taking a point from Ray when Ray is like that.
There's that overhead right. Trying to land the haymaker and missed it again.
But as long as he can get away with it, to throw it 4 times and miss and land the 5th, it's okay. Tommy's not countering back.
Tommy's got to stay in the middle of the ring.
Short uppercut with a good left back from Leonard.
Good combination by Ray
Tommy
Leonard.
should be waking up right now, right there.
Hearns needs to pump the jab and shoot a straight right hand down the pipe, possibly come back with a left hook to the body or head. Oh! There we go with the right hand. There it is. Open up on him. He's ready to go.
With a combination from Hearns. Leonard looks hurt. Gets up.
Now Hearns needs to run over to Leonard, pop the jab, hit him with a straight right hand down the pipe. That fight should be over.
Eyes are clear.
Hearns after him, a left to the body. Leonard firing back. Down twice in this fight. A short right by Leonard.
Come on. Hearns is stalking a wounded animal,
A short right by
and he's
Leonard.
admiring his work. He has to throw punches.
Left jab. Keep pumping that jab. The other punches will come.
He just got to make sure Leonard don't get that rest. You got to use it. There you go.
Oh!
Hearns counters with a right.
Leonard counter with it right himself. Hearns has to double up on the jab before he throws a punch. Gotta break the rhythm and timing of Ray Leonard before he drops the right hand down the pipe.
Kind of action they've been able to generate.
Leonard is trying to counter him with the overhand right. That's what Hearns is vulnerable to. Oh, beautiful right hand.
Into the 11th round, firing bombs. Has really been
Those are 5 good punches that gave Hearns the round so far. He just has to continue to keep Leonard at the end of that jab. Oh, good body punch by Hearns.
knockdowns on the scorecard too. We got him in.
Good right hand by Hearns.
Look at Ray. Bang him back.
Oh, Leonard comes back with 2 left hooks. Overhand right by Ray Leonard, and Thomas Hearns decides to hold on. Richard still breaks up the action, and Ray Leonard goes over to Thomas Hearns, and Hearns does not punch back.
He's doing what Tommy should be doing.
Under 30 seconds to go. In the 11th round. This is a 12 round.
Hearns blew that round. Hearns needs to double up on his punches. Leonard just caught him with another one piece.
Leonard. Bangs inside.
Hearns should get Leonard should get a point taken away by Richard Steele for hitting on the break. Hearns has to open up into the bell rings at this point.
Tommy should be backing up.
Right hand by Hearns. Grazed the chin of Leonard, but he punched right back.
Hearns is tired.
End of the round.
Hearns is tired. They can give that round to Leonard. I gave it to Hearns. And that's why you have to continue to punch to the bell ring if you're fighting Ray Leonard.
Cumulative effect sending Leonard down.
All right, take another look at it. There's the first right hand. Wobbled him. Missed the other one. Missed the hook to the body. And then there's another good right hand, left hook. And the final right hand, and down he goes.
Let's see that knockdown. A right triangle.
throws a right hand and a left hook after it. And Thomas Hearns is not throwing punches back. They're going to give Leonard this round, and they will give him either the fight or a draw. Hearns needs to throw 2 more punches cleanly on Ray Leonard's draw. I'm Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. All great fights and all great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel. Sugar Ray Leonard and Thomas HitMan Hearns 2 and Las Vegas, Nevada. This is a fight.
Leonard rallying, backs up Hearns again, but Hearns fires back.
But like you said, Tommy's getting a lot smarter.
Thanks for hanging in there with me. See you in the next video. Oh my God.
And Tommy has nothing left.
Tommy has to fight back whether he can punch or not. He just has to throw punches.
Tommy has nothing left.
He has to try and throw punches back. Leonard is opening up on him, and he's trying to steal around. At this point, Thomas Hearns has to throw a few more punches.
Leonard firing away. Could we see a replay of 1981?
But here's Tommy Hearns holding on.
That's
Look at that clock going around. That's what he couldn't do in the first fight.
Exactly.
Under a minute to go. Wild right hand by Leonard. Landed on the back of Hearns. Hearns one-legged, but holding
With a right hand thrown by Thomas Hearns. He needs to continue. Ray Leonard's opening up like a true champion. Thomas Hearns is covering up. Thomas Hearns has to throw at least 3 or 4 punches to stay in the action.
He's backing up on that rope again, and that's where